Okay, I ran out of camera space or storage space for the last video, and so I cut it off before I finished. We were looking at lesson 33, understand length measurement, and so this is part 2B. And we're just doing, I didn't realize we hadn't finished in the iReady book with the animals on page 312. And we're just going to look at that page a minute. Okay, who measured the right way? Circle. Was it Carlos or Eve? Carlos measured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tiles. Eve measured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles. About 6 tiles. Okay, so who was correct, Carlos or Eve? Well, we've talked about before. The tiles have to be touching end to end. They cannot overlap. If they overlap, then we get the wrong answer. Okay, look at this. Who measured the right way? Circle. Matt or Ann? Okay, again, look at Matt's. His tiles are touching end to end. Ann's are not. She leaves space, so she did not measure all of the leaf, did she? So Matt measured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 tiles. And Ann measured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She measured 5 tiles. So who is correct? Matt, because Ann did not measure all the leaf. She left out spaces. So the tiles have to touch end to end. They cannot overlap, and they cannot have space between them. Okay, Boom says the ribbon is 5 paper clips long. Tell why he is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does have 5. He did start here at the end, but what happened? He did not measure this. If he were starting here, this should have been over. Okay, even if he wants to start here, he did not finish. He did not measure this part of it. So why is he wrong? He did not start at the end. Okay, in the last video, at the end, I was asking you about how to measure things. We talked about measuring with ruler, yardstick, and miles. We talked about cups, quarts, and liters. And I wanted to talk to you too about how you measure weight. Okay, when you get on the scale to measure yourself, how do you measure yourself? You measure yourself in pounds. An abbreviation for that, we talked about abbreviation, is LBS. Okay? There is something smaller than pounds. There are ounces. They're bigger than pounds, tons. Okay? So ounces are small. If you have a measuring cup that your mother uses in the kitchen to measure things to cook with, on the side you're going to see ounces. Every little part of that cup is an ounce. So the ounces are an ounce is smaller than the cup. It's parts of a cup. Pounds, when you put ounces together, it takes 16 ounces to make a pound. Okay? Tons. Tons is to measure something very, very heavy. Heavy, and I'm talking about big boxes, big crates that you would see. You would see them on the back of trucks. Very large crates. A whale, you would measure a whale in tons, okay? It measures a whole lot more than a few pounds. Let's see, what else would you measure in tons? Big blocks of bricks. A car, you measure your car in tons. Okay, and I'm talking about when I say bricks, not just one little brick, just like a big, huge container. Okay, so when we're thinking tons, think huge whale, cars huge, airplane. Okay, something that is huge, something that is very big, we would measure in tons. Okay, you would measure people in pounds. You can measure smaller boxes that you would use to pack your things in if you were going to move. Those would be in pounds. Ounces, you're going to measure a cup, or you're going to measure the medicine that you take at home in ounces. You're going to measure what you drink in ounces, like a cup or less than a cup of something. You're going to measure in ounces. So very small things you're going to measure in ounces. Pounds, you're going to measure something like yourself, a human being, books, paper, okay, things that you could probably carry. You're going to measure in pounds. Tons, you're going to measure huge things in tons. Okay, that's all for our lesson on measurement, and next lesson will be on time.